coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 32 that time. To the air again, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson, off play action. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Rosas good with the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Prescott.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
5 yards remain on second down.
Prescott from the gun. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got into it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. On play action, Prescott going for it all.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1-play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they run it.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way down to the 26.
Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to give him the football in space and just let him go.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception. When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 39, Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing, Prescott.
Open man layup, it's complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott yet again. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Final play of the half. Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. To try again after the sack. Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert O, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep for Elliott. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
After the interception, here's Watson. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open. But
he's got him in, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on the...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's caught by Ware.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go to Elliott again. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Prescott to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.